Performing Criminal live has been the most fun thing in the whole entire world. It's been so fun to see people's reactions to this song, to see people just vibe with it, even if it's not necessarily the context of the song, but just the feeling of the song. There's something about it that just makes people want to move and it's exciting to see how into it people have gotten, especially with this song being the first one that we ever worked on when we started working together at Vo. So it's been the most exciting thing ever to see how far this song has come from nothing to now see people so excited about it. Seeing people singing along to this song and specifically requesting this song of all the songs is the most bizarre thing in the world. It is the coolest thing ever because I can remember being so afraid to share this song in particular because it's such an ego song. It's a song that's sung from the perspective of the ego, and I feel like a lot of times people want to hide that part of themselves. To have this just be another part of where my personality has been, and to be able to express that freely is really freeing for me, and I'm finding that it's really freeing for other people. I've had people reach out to me about Criminal specifically, which is surprising. I didn't expect that reaction from that song. For people to reach out and say they connected with it, or they felt heard, or they felt seen, they can recall being in a space like the character of Criminal, you know, and this kind of gave them a voice for that, which is really, really cool. This song really captures the essence of temptation. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but a lot of people deal with. And I think that's why this song is so cool, why it was so scary, why it is so all the things, and why it was so surprising, I think, for me to get that feedback from people saying, like, man, you know, I went through a similar thing and I've never told anybody about that, or I had similar thoughts and similar temptations in my life and I've never talked to anybody about it. I always felt ashamed, you know? And so this song for me, I think, was really liberating because it's me saying, I'm a human. Like, I've been in a place where I've been a victim to temptation, and this is what that did to me. And it's cool, in a way, to create something that gives people a language for what that feels like when the feeling of temptation takes over your mind, because it sometimes feels like poison and you can't see it. When you're overtaken by temptation, that's what it is in the moment. You don't care, you're not thinking about who you're hurting or who you're stepping on in the process. That's not in your mind at all. You're very tunnel vision, you know, and it's almost like you're searching for a quick hit. And that doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be anything, any vice, you know? And so it's like being in that place of like searching for that quick hit of something, because secretly you're going through something much deeper than what's happening on the surface and what your actions display. You're going through something very painful and you haven't processed that yet. And so what you're doing is you're acting out and you're feeding into something that you think is gonna satisfy you right now, because that's what you feel like you need. I think the really freaky part about the way that I've done this, which is, you know, like making music about things that happened so long ago, is I think in a weird way, my now ego gets in the way and I say like, no. Like, you can't tell people about bad stuff that you did in your life. Like, you're this, like, you know, great person now. Like, the people that you know now in your life, they don't know you as that person. And so I think making this one in particular, that was in my mind a lot. Like, it really, like, there were so many moments where I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I really don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I, like, putting myself through this? And having the fear of, you know, like, there are people in my life that were there in that time. And what I love and hate about the lyrics is that they're so specific. I mean, they're very obvious. I think throughout the EP, they're very, very pointed and it's not really hiding anything. I dealt with a lot of fear going into it, thinking like, oh my gosh, like, people are gonna hear it. They're probably gonna know like what it's about. I went back and forth so many times not wanting to put it out because I was so afraid that I was gonna be judged or that, you know, I think I was more afraid of like being recognized as that person again when I spent so much time trying to get away from being that version of myself. Like scared to resurface that version of me in people's minds, people that already knew kind of what I had gone through and who were there in that time in my life. So scary. The more stripped it is, I think vocally, the more grimy I want to get with the vocal, which actually brings out more of the character that I'm displaying, the persona that I am stepping into when I sing that song. And so I feel like with less, I guess, musical noise in the background, like I've noticed even just performing these songs acoustically, like I've just, you know, my stank face comes out and I just get more grimy. But I feel like it's been fun because I feel like it's helped me to step into the character even more and feel it even more when I sing it, which I always want to do, be authentic when I'm delivering a performance of any kind. So that's been fun. That's exciting to me.